Adam Small here again from My Music Masterclass, and today we're going to review another product, and this one is a digital drum set from Donner. The model number on this is DED-200, and this is the upgraded model. Now, this kit comes with a lot of extras, and for those of you shopping for digital drums, you'll know what I mean. This thing includes an 8-inch dual zone mesh snare, 3 8-inch mesh toms, one 6-inch kick drum with, and you can use a double pedal on that if you want, a 10-inch hi-hat, and 2 10-inch crashes, and also a 10-inch ride with choke. The module has 31 kits and 450 sounds. It also has 50 play-along songs, a metronome, a sequencer, and more features as well. One of the most notable things for me, though, out of all this is that you have everything to set this thing up right away and start playing, meaning that it has a kick pedal, it has a drum throne, you have sticks, you have headphones, everything is just set up so that you don't need any other accessories to get started. And again, if you've been shopping for digital drum sets, you'll know that a lot of times you have to buy your own kick pedal or throne or both or whatever. As I did. I actually have a set of V drums over here in my studio and it came with nothing. And I'll talk about that in the outro. But for now, I just want to do the disclaimer real quick. So as usual, we were sent this item for free. Donner sent us this drum set in order for us to do a video review. But they didn't tell us to say anything specific or coach us in any way, so we're going to be unbiased as always. So for those of you who watch the channel, you know that I mainly do the reviews here or on location. Today we're gonna move this one over to Los Angeles. My friend Jake Moses is gonna do a really great review. He's got a great drummer coming over, and they're gonna put this thing through the paces and give you a good overview of what it can do. So let's go to LA.
So I'm here with the new Donner DED-200 electronic drum set. This is actually an upgrade from the original 200. I was blown away by this price. We're talking like $400. I hate sequencing drums. I don't mind with like a pad, but that kind of puts me more in like a hip hop kind of zone. So I tend to not play like rock beats and stuff like that. And usually if I'm writing, it's going to be more in that genre. So for me, this kit is perfect. The price is great. I love it. I'll bring you through some of the settings later, all that stuff. It's super easy, very user friendly. We can go over the basics really quick with just how to use it in a DAW as far as VST drums. That could be a little tricky sometimes, but I can just give you a quick overview of where to go to change stuff. I also thought it'd be kind of fun to bring in like a professional drummer and just see how he reacts to the physical aspect of this kit, how much it can handle. So let's go check that out.
We'll see in a second, because I'm going to try to set this up like I would a regular drum set. You know, and put everything where I want it to be. I don't usually play these types of kits, so bear with me. I wonder, is there a way to actually tilt this? I guess there kind of is, but then I have to. Okay, so that's already something that I would want, is it to be tilt this way, but I can't do it. Yeah, no, I can't even do it here because this is fixed. That's okay. Essentially gonna be like somewhat where my foot would be, but I guess I can kind of cheat it because that's not the case with this kit. It's like separated, which is weird. This is the hi-hat, but that's the hi-hat pedal.
Yeah, because it's usually one piece.
Yeah, this is fine. These are fine, the sizes. I wish this was a little bigger, like a floor tom would be. I mean, technically, I should be able to accurately hit it in the middle, whether it's that big or that big. I usually like my ride over here, but
I think you could just
switch this. Yeah, okay. That sounds good. Because I mean, they're the same size?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
It's the same, they're all crash rides.
Some people like it over there, but I like it more just above my second tom.
And now that's a ride now?
Yeah, I see what they're doing. Okay, so it's just that, but if I hit it, it's just only hitting the knock and not getting the snare.
You're not gonna get both.
Yeah. I have to miss it. Oh, yeah. Maybe that cancels this out every time, which I could understand why that that would happen, because that would get annoying if I was just trying to do that and the snare happened.
Yeah, exactly.
I see what you mean about this. There's there's lags.
Yeah, because you got to go all the way up.
I mean, I'm getting it done kind of quick.
Yeah. Let's quickly move through settings. These are all preset kits. This one is the pop kit. They're all pretty basic. You just kind of move through them. There's 30 of them. You can make your own custom drums. You can kind of change every drum attributes, all that stuff. We can get into it later. So these knobs up here, you got bass, you got treble, you got volume, you have an ambience control, which is kind of cool. Then you have your menu, which gets into a whole array of things. Like you can change the ambient type, you can mess with the reverbs and stuff like that. Then you have MIDI note. I'm pretty sure that's just assigning digitally where each drum is going to go into your DAW. That's kind of cool. You can change that around. Now this gets into the pad set. There's a lot of stuff going on here. You can do your voice, your pitch, your pan, your velocity. You can do your sensitivity, your threshold. All sorts of stuff. I'm just showing a quick overview. You can kind of check out the manual for all the details and all that stuff. I would say once you get used to playing this kit and you kind of start using it in your everyday practice, you can just build your own kits. Just start saving them and you can get into some pretty cool detail and really just customize everything. It's pretty awesome. This is all the sensitivity stuff I'm just messing around with right here. It's on a grid from like 1 through 6. 6 you have to hit really hard to get it to sound. 1 is like you could breathe on it and it'll be full volume. Okay, really quick, if you're running into mapping issues, what you want to do is go to your VST software. I have XLN, Addictive Drums 2, it's super fun. So essentially you go to your audio and MIDI setup, get all your settings correct there. Then you want to go over to map it over here. And then you essentially just click which one you want it to learn and then just hit that drum and then bam, that's your trigger. There's other ways to do this, but this is the way I was kind of messing with it at first. So there you have it. You go back to your DAW, use Reaper, and you just get your VST going. and then just set that mapping system, and then you have free range for all your VST options. All right, so this is the whole click track area. You have control of obviously your tempo. You kind of just scroll around nice and easy. You have your rhythm part, which is essentially just quarter note, 16th note, 8th note, whatever you want to use, half note. Then you just have, like, you know, your time signature, how many beats in a measure, 3, 6, whatever. And you'll hear like that accent when it's on the downbeat. Then just your click sound. There's a few different options. And then volume, pretty self-explanatory. Then you get into like song options that you could play along with. That's kind of cool. There's actually 50 of them. It's just fun to play with a band. Then there's a coaching section. Essentially, it's just checking your time. It's not super accurate, but if you're lagging, it'll tell you. If you're too fast, it'll tell you. Bear with me. I'm holding the phone and just playing with one hand while I do this. This is just a silent click to kind of check your inner time. It's pretty helpful. So yeah, that's it. I love this thing.
All right, thanks so much, Jake, for that in-depth look at the DED-200, and here's some thoughts that I had about it. Like I said in the beginning of the video, I own a V drum set, Roland V drums here. It's a TD-07KV, which isn't even an expensive V drum set at all, but it cost $999, so $1,000 just for that. And I had to buy a kick drum pedal for it, which cost about 200 bucks because I got a decent kick drum pedal. And I had to get a throne, which costs another 100, and sticks, which cost 10, or whatever the case is. So you can do the math in your head here. It's also important to note that at $1,000 with no accessories, my Roland V drum set is not even close to the most expensive one. This is mid-tier at best, right? They get really expensive and they have more features and better sounds and better feel and all the things you could ask for. Now, the reason I just talked about my Roland V drum set is to prove a point that there's different demographics that'll buy different things. If you're looking for a professional quality V drum set to play on tour or to do all these things with, and you need it to sound amazing from its own internal sound bank, like real drums, and have all these other features and amazing feel, you're gonna end up spending a lot more money. The DED-200 falls into the category of lower priced drums, but with a ton of features. So its market is more focused on people who want to learn how to play drums, people who want to practice quietly, who already play drums, but they want to have something in their house or apartment so they can practice quietly. And also people who want to use their software on their computer and just trigger all the sounds via the drum set. And as you can see, the DED-200 does all this really well, and it's super inexpensive for what you get. So would I recommend this thing? Would Jake recommend this thing? And the answer is yes. It's a really, really cool kit for the money. If you're looking for something inexpensive and you want to do all the things that I mentioned, it's a no-brainer for me. And before we wrap this up, if you've been listening, you can probably hear my cat is meowing right outside the door here. So I'm gonna bring the cat in once again in order to be on camera. Okay, so this is Pony. Pony was the one meowing, and he's usually the one that makes it in the videos because he just can't stand any doors to be closed in this place. With that being said, and the cat being in here, I'm gonna say bye for now, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Please subscribe if you haven't. Leave comments, ask anything you want, and we'll try to get back to you. And we'll see you in the next one.